Here we go, guys. Just a real quick video on gold, silver, and the DXY US dollar currency index, and then our next price targets for gold and silver near term. We're looking at gold right now, the daily chart for gold futures, micro futures, and kind of the restart this thing and show you how we end up where we are now. Is that we had a measured move here at this green dash line, okay? And that is, we teach you how to do that in the micro futures course below. A lot of trading tricks and skills and techniques. 50% off Black Friday. Anyway, as you can see over here, we had a few factors that led to this bounce. Okay, number one, consolidation area, previous resistance, which then many times, not 100%, but many times will come support when price comes back into it. Then we had our favorite measured move here that has a very high, odds and probability of holding price action as it comes down into it, or as resistance as price comes up into that measured move area. But anyway, as you can see, we had a real strong time count to the downside, several red candles. And then present day, what has happened is that, again, we had a nice time count to the upside, all these green candles. And then we hit, obviously, resistance up here. This previous, what I was talking about over here earlier, the green dash line, previous resistance right here is previous support. And then guess what? As you come back up into that area, many times it'll hold as resistance, okay? So we couldn't get through there, okay? So let's bring this line back here. And this was previous support. See how we did a pivot here, came down, hit that line. Well, we had an uptrend line that helped. And then we pivoted here off, a lot of things going on here, off this previous resistance area that we finally broke out of, okay? So I would say, and that's taught in our course below, the know your pivots, high pivots, low pivots, everything you need to know about the charts and price action is going to be on the left-hand side of the chart, okay? As you've seen here, everything I've detailed has been, where price has previously been, that was either support, resistance, or a measured move, okay? So anyway, you had a huge sell-off candle that came in today. This is overnight trading, extended hours trading, this candle here. And as soon as we got back under the 20, as you can see, that's where we took our position. And it didn't take very long for us to, rake up a little bit of profit there. And so now what we're waiting for is, possibly a retest of this, again, measure move, pivot bottom here where we did a 180, price did, and then also a little trick. Many times on the 50 is higher, see, but the 100 moving average, and the only thing the moving averages are, and we're using just a simple day. You don't need anything exotic, just a simple day moving average. That's all we do on all of our charts, and the results speak for themselves. But anyway, all these moving averages mean is that the 20 here is the average closing price of the last 20 days. If we were on a weekly chart, it'd be the average closing price of the last 20 weeks, okay? So here's the 100, so the average closing price over the last 100 days held here. Also, we had also the measured move, consolidation over here. So a lot of help to bounce price. So yeah, that's our next target area. And, nothing really is 100%, but many times, high odds, high probability, that's all you got to work with here is in technical analysis, is that once price loses a moving average, normally they'll come down to the next one and try that one, okay? So, obviously if we lose to 100, we lose this low pivot here. Let me show you that, the low pivot here where we did that V-shaped recovery, and we lose this consolidation zone over here, then we'll come down into the 200, which by then should be moving up a little bit, okay? So looking for, anticipating, nothing's guaranteed until we get a confirmation candle, but that we, get a bounce in this area, maybe, that 25.70, 25.40 area in there is what we're looking at, okay? And then silver real quick, kind of the same deal. We lost the 100, lost the, well, lost the 20. See, we couldn't get back over it. 20, we call that the 20 halt. And that happened several times in here. See, we were making high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, okay, coming through there. And then as you can see here, this is one of my personal favorite setups. When you get under the 20, come back up to it, and the 20 halts it. And then of course you continue down, come back up, 20 halt, come back down. So in this scenario, we're looking at, we've already passed the 100. Not that we can't bounce and get back over there, but we break this previous resistance zone that right now is support. See how we bounced off of it right here. And then today we didn't go through it, but you know, again, we're in after hours trading right here on this candle for Tuesday. Okay, so we'll, you know, see where we go from there. But as you come down, you bring this line down, your next pivot zone and consolidation zone, guess what? Lines right up with the 200. So you have two factors. You have two or more factors, gives you a very high, you know, odds, high probability that price will at least, you know, either consolidate and break out to the upside, or, you know, do a V-shaped recovery here and rally back up towards your, you know, 20. Okay. And then again, when we took out kind of a day trade deal, but as soon as we took out that little low pivot here, it's how we got in. And just in that period of time, that's what we were able to do. And again, you know, all this information is in the course below. And I think they're running a real good, like maybe 50% off on that course. Okay. And then DXY right here. Now we had to go to the weekly. Remember me saying, you know, most everything you need to know about price action regarding the next resistance areas or support areas, so on and so forth. It's going to be the left-hand side. We had to go back to, let's see, July, the week of July 11th, 2022. See that red dash line? Let me pull it in there so you can see. And as you notice, you know, 180 pivot zone here, resistance, finally broke out, you know, a number of weeks later, came up, came back, retested it. And then once we broke it, that's how important that was. Once we broke it, you know, we were doing a lot of, you know, 20 rejections there. And what else I was going to show you? Yeah, we got under that 20, and that was kind of the death of silver for a while. But all this consolidation area is very healthy. I mean, silver, sorry, just was talking about the DXY. Anyway, US dollar currency index. Anyway, all this area consolidation, we got back up to the top. Again, we're in this range. It's a very wide range, you know, here. But we're, you know, obviously came up, peaked out, hit it. This the weekly, as you see, we're on an extremely high time count. And, you know, the higher the number in a row of any color, either green on the way up or red on the way down, you'll at least at some point get a opposite color candle or a reversal in that trend, okay? And then we're getting a little extended above the 20, and then price also above the 200, okay? So that's what our expectations are near term for the dollar to keep pulling back, come down to this next pivot level, just over 106. It needs to bounce there. If not, then we'll come down, you know, 105.50 or so into our 20, which, depending on how long that takes to you know, run that course, we could be pulled up, you know, a little higher, okay? But we get under the 20, that's not going to be, it's no bueno for, let me see where our 100 is. Yeah, that's very bad for the dollar if we start trading, you know, under the 20, then can't get back up over it. We could go into deeper levels here, you know, into the, you know, low 105s, even high 104s there, okay? And then Not all the time, but most time when the DXY US dollar currency index pulling back, you'll get a little pop in gold and silver. That's not what we saw today, okay? And so there's kind of a inverse correlation there a lot of times, but they're kind of working in lockstep. Nice big sell off here, and then on gold and silver, you saw that we're short those things. But in the meantime, thanks very much for watching. Have a great holiday. Lots to be thankful for, and we will see you on the charts.